joining me
Having a
today.
tremendous season. Sporty greetings. I'm VOA's Sonny Young. Welcome to another episode of The Sports Box. In this segment, we shift to one of the biggest sporting events of the year, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, May 2nd in Las Vegas. And I'm joined in the ring by my Sports Box experts, Peter and Mwamoyo. They're saying this is the highest grossing fight, or will be the highest grossing fight of all time. What are we looking at for numbers?
Well, you're looking at a 60-40 split. So basically, Floyd Manny Mayweather is guaranteed approximately $120 million for 36 minutes of work. and of course, Manny Pacquiao is going to get about $80 million in addition to the pay-per-view card that they're going to have. And, you know, there are so many endorsements. People are just throwing money everywhere. I hear some of the hotels are even booked.
Wow.
Way ahead of time.
Now, Mwamoyo, do you think, say, the non-fight fan, the non-boxing fan, will buy this fight, would be interested in this fight?
Everybody's in this fight. And Peter says 36 minutes of work, but it's 36 minutes of hard work. And that's why they're getting all this money. And this fight has been building up for since 2009. Everybody wanted to see this fight. And they probably did this to increase the hype and increase the amount of money involved. Because if they had fought in 2009 or 2010, the money wouldn't have been as high as it is now. I'm sure Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson are thinking, well, maybe I should have waited a few years.
Now, pay-per-views, no prize fight has ever reached 3 million pay-per-views. Do you think this fight will do that?
I think it will. From the early indication, it looks like the fight is going to sell itself. If you look at Mayweather, he's not talking trash as he used to talk.
That's right.
You have Pacquiao doing all the interviews. But then it remains to be seen how much they're going to make. But from what I have heard so far, we might be able to clock approximately 4 million buys.
Ticket sales for this fight, they haven't even gone on sale as I talk, but I think they're priced at between $1,500 and $7,500. Are you going to get one of those tickets?
I'm trying to get a $15,000 ticket. The lowest amount I think is $4,000, and plus you factor in airline ticket from wherever you are to get to Las Vegas, hotel costs. So if you want to see this fight, you have to set aside about $10,000.
Now, what about the casino factor, though?
Or maybe the casinos are going to be making tons and tons of money because very few people can go to Vegas without gambling. And of course, the big boys are going to show up and gamble big. Right. So the casinos are going to make sure that the big boys are protected. You buy the peckiest of tickets and allow the big boys to sit on ringside because they're going to give you money.
That's why they have the fights in Las Vegas or Atlantic City. And if it's the biggest fight, it's obviously Las Vegas because there's so many gambling joints. And, as Peter says, they want the gamblers to come in, even non-gamblers.
Now, we mentioned the 60-40 split. Now, under the sort of the setup of each team, Mayweather might have a better arrangement than Pacquiao in terms of promotion.
Right, he says he is the A side. So the A side basically dictates the pace. The B side would have to basically succumb to the whims and caprices of the A side. That is the same thing that happened to Mayweather when he fought De La Hoya. De La Hoya was the A side, so whatever De La Hoya said went, even to the boxing gloves. That's how it is in boxing.
When it comes to this level, there's always one boxer who sells more than the other. And Mayweather is the showman in this fight. Pacquiao is the working boxer,
right.
And Mayweather is the showtime kind of boxer. So, and that's why he took his time to accept the fight because he knew he wanted to make the most out of this.
Well, speaking of showtime, that's all the time we have left for this show. I'm VOA's Sonny Young, and hope to see you next time on The Sports Box.